You know that moment when everything changes in an instant? When the air gets sucked out of an arena and 10,000 people collectively gasp because they can't believe what they just witnessed? When a calculated attack is so brutal, so perfectly executed, that it doesn't just end a match, it ends someone's entire trajectory? Well, buckle up, because what Logan Paul did to Austin Theory wasn't just an attack. It was an assassination. A statement. A demolition of everything Theory thought he was building toward. And when that glass shattered, and I mean literally shattered, it wasn't just a prop that broke. It was Austin Theory's vision for his future. His confidence. His entire world. This is the story of how the biggest social media star in wrestling history obliterated one of WWE's most promising young talents, and trust me, you're going to want to hear every single detail of how this went down. Let's rewind for a second, because to truly understand the magnitude of what Logan Paul did, you need to understand where Austin Theory was before this moment. This guy was being groomed as the next big thing. Vince McMahon himself saw something in Theory. He was Mr. Money in the Bank. He was United States champion. He had that cocky swagger, that million-dollar smile, and more importantly, he had this unshakable belief that he was destined for greatness. Theory wasn't just confident, he was borderline arrogant, constantly taking selfies, reminding everyone that he was the future of WWE, that he was going to main event WrestleManias for the next decade. And you know what? A lot of people believed him. The kid had talent. He had the look. He had the endorsement from the top. Everything was lining up perfectly. But here's where things get interesting. Enter Logan Paul. Now, when Logan first stepped into WWE, there were skeptics everywhere. People said he was just a celebrity trying to cash in on wrestling's popularity. They said he'd embarrass himself. They said real wrestlers would chew him up and spit him out. But Logan Paul did something nobody expected. He became legitimately good at this. Like, scary good. His match against Roman Reigns at Crown Jewel? Absolutely phenomenal. His trilogy with The Miz? Each match better than the last. His performance in the Elimination Chamber? The man was flying around like he'd been doing this for 20 years instead of 20 months. Logan Paul wasn't just playing wrestler, he became one. And unlike Theory, who was built by the WWE system, Logan brought something Theory could never replicate: a genuine connection to a massive audience outside of wrestling. Millions upon millions of followers who would tune in just to see what he'd do next. So naturally, these two were on a collision course. Theory, the WWE golden boy who felt entitled to his spot at the top. Logan, the outsider who earned respect through raw talent and work ethic. Theory saw Logan as a threat to everything he believed he deserved. Logan saw Theory as another obstacle to overcome on his way to proving he belonged. The tension had been building for weeks. They'd exchange words on social media. Theory would mock Logan's YouTube career, call him a part-timer, say he didn't earn his opportunities. Logan would fire back with facts, pointing out his match ratings, his performances, the fact that he sold more pay-per-views in 6 months than Theory had in his entire career. It was brutal. It was personal. And it was only a matter of time before words turned into action. The match was announced for a major premium live event, and the stakes were astronomical. Theory put up his prized possession, this custom-made crystal display case containing his vision board. Yeah, you heard that right. Theory had this elaborate setup showcasing his goals, his achievements, magazine covers with his face on them, replicas of championships he planned to win, photos of WrestleMania main events he envisioned himself headlining. It was pure Theory, narcissistic, ambitious, and honestly kind of brilliant from a character perspective. He called it his vision of greatness. Logan, on the other hand, put up something even more valuable: his reputation. He said if he lost, he'd admit that Theory was right, that he didn't belong in WWE, and he'd take a 6-month hiatus from wrestling. The stakes couldn't have been higher for either man. The night of the event arrives, and the energy in that arena is electric. You can feel it through the screen. Theory comes out first, and he's dripping with confidence. He's got his phone out, taking selfies with his vision board as it's being carried to ringside by his entourage. He's showboating, flexing, reminding everyone that he's already visualizing his victory. The crowd is split: half of them can't stand his arrogance, the other half respect his belief in himself. Then Logan's music hits, and the place absolutely erupts. Say what you want about Logan Paul, but the man knows how to make an entrance. He comes out with this intense focus we haven't seen from him before. No smiling, no playing to the crowd. This is a different Logan Paul. This is a man on a mission. The bell rings, and these two immediately go at it. Theory tries to use his technical wrestling background, but Logan matches him move for move. There's a sequence early on where they're trading holds, counters, reversals, and you can see the frustration building on Theory's face because he can't gain an advantage. Logan's not supposed to be this good. Logan's not supposed to keep up with someone who's been wrestling since he was a teenager. But he is. And it's driving Theory absolutely crazy. Theory finally gets some separation with a cheap shot of thumb to the eye when the referee's vision is blocked, and that's when he takes control. He starts working over Logan methodically, targeting his back, trying to set up for his finishing move. The crowd's chanting for Logan, but Theory's in complete control now, and he knows it. Theory's talking trash the entire time, by the way. He's telling Logan he doesn't belong here, that he should go back to making videos for kids, that this is a real man's world. He's got Logan in the corner, and he backs up to hit his signature rolling dropkick, but Logan moves at the last second. Theory crashes into the turnbuckle, and Logan starts mounting his comeback. The energy shifts completely. Logan hits a perfect combination of strikes, then a standing moonsault that gets a near fall. The crowd is going absolutely insane. Logan signals for his finisher, he's setting Theory up, and then Theory's friend from backstage runs down and jumps on the apron, distracting the referee. It's the oldest trick in the book, but it works. Theory recovers, hits Logan with a low blow while the ref isn't looking, and follows up with his ATL finisher. He hooks the leg, the referee counts, 1, 2, and somehow Logan kicks out at 2.5. Theory cannot believe it. He's arguing with the referee, holding up 3 fingers, insisting that was 3. The referee's adamant it was only 2. Theory's losing his mind. He's pulling at his hair, looking at his vision board at ringside like it's supposed to give him answers. He drags Logan up, sets him up for another ATL, but Logan counters mid-move into a sunset flip for a near fall. Both men scramble to their feet. Logan ducks a clothesline, springboards off the ropes, and hits a picture-perfect springboard forearm that levels Theory. Logan's feeling it now. He goes to the corner, climbs to the top rope, and this is where it gets crazy. He's going for a frog splash, but not just any frog splash. Logan Paul hits the most picture-perfect frog splash you've ever seen, with more height, more distance, more rotation than should be humanly possible. He crashes down on Theory, hooks both legs, and the referee counts 1, 2, 3. The arena explodes. Logan Paul has done it. He's beaten Austin Theory clean in the middle of the ring, and the place is coming unglued. Logan's celebrating, he's exhausted, he's emotional, and for a moment it looks like this incredible match is going to have a clean, decisive finish. Logan rolls out of the ring, he starts walking up the ramp, acknowledging the fans, and that's when Austin Theory starts to stir. Theory rolls out of the ring, and he's not looking at Logan. He's looking at his vision board. That crystal case containing all his dreams, his goals, his entire identity. He stumbles over to it, and you can see on his face this isn't just about losing a match. This is about his entire self-image being shattered. He grabs the case, clutching it like it's the only thing he has left. Logan's at the top of the ramp now, his back turned, his music still playing, and Theory staring at him with this look of pure hatred. The crowd starts to buzz because they sense something's about to happen. Theory's friends are trying to calm him down, trying to get him to just leave, but Theory's not hearing it. He pushes them away, and he starts marching up the ramp, carrying this heavy crystal case with both hands. Logan finally turns around, sees Theory coming, and his expression changes from celebration to alertness. Theory's yelling something, we can't quite hear it over the music and the crowd, but his face says everything. He's broken. He's desperate. And he's about to do something he can't take back. Here's what nobody expected. Logan Paul, the social media megastar, the guy who's only been wrestling for a year and a half, sees what's about to happen, and instead of running, instead of backing down, he stands his ground. He actually starts walking toward Theory. The two men meet in the middle of the ramp, and Theory just stops. He's holding this case, breathing hard, and for a second it looks like maybe he's going to come to his senses. Logan even extends his hand for a handshake, a show of respect after an incredible match. And Theory looks at that hand, looks at the case, looks back at Logan. And then, in one swift, violent motion, he swings the crystal case as hard as he can and smashes it directly into Logan Paul's face. The sound is sickening, glass shattering, the crowd gasping in horror. Logan crumples to the ramp like he's been shot, and the case explodes into 1,000 pieces, all of Theory's dreams and visions and magazine covers scattering across the ramp, soaked in broken glass, and the symbolism is almost too perfect. Theory just destroyed his own vision trying to destroy Logan Paul. The arena is in absolute shock. Theory's standing there, breathing hard, looking at what he's done, and his expression goes from rage to something else, maybe regret, maybe realization of how far he's fallen. Officials and referees rush to the scene, checking on Logan, who's not moving. There's legitimate concern. This wasn't a wrestling move. This was an assault. Security's separating Theory from the scene, but Theory's not fighting back anymore. He's just walking backward, staring at the carnage he created, pieces of his shattered vision crunching under his boots. Logan's being attended to by medical staff, and the energy in that arena has gone from celebration to genuine worry. Theory disappears backstage, and we're left with this image of Logan Paul lying on the ramp, surrounded by shattered glass and broken dreams, his and Theory's both, and you realize this feud just went to a place nobody anticipated. In the days following, the wrestling world couldn't stop talking about it. Social media exploded. Logan Paul posted from the hospital, showing the damaged stitches above his eye, a concussion, bruised ribs from the impact. His message was simple but chilling: "You didn't break me, Theory. You just made a huge mistake." Theory went radio silent for 48 hours, then posted a cryptic message about how sometimes you have to destroy everything to rebuild. The speculation went into overdrive. What happens next? How does WWE handle this? Does Logan press charges? Does Theory get suspended? The beauty of it is that nobody knows, and that uncertainty, that tension, that's what great storytelling is all about. What Austin Theory did wasn't just an attack, it was a statement that sometimes the person standing in your way isn't your real enemy. Sometimes your real enemy is yourself, your ego, your inability to accept that you're not the only talented person in the room. Theory shattered his own vision trying to shatter Logan Paul, and in doing so, he might have shattered his entire future. Meanwhile, Logan Paul, the outsider, the YouTuber, the guy who supposedly didn't belong, proved once again that he's not just visiting this world, he's conquering it, one match, one moment, one victory at a time. If you made it this far, you just witnessed the full story of one of the most shocking moments in recent wrestling history. Drop a comment below telling me what you think happens next. Does Theory come back reformed or more dangerous than ever? Does Logan Paul get his revenge? And if you love this breakdown, this storytelling, this deep dive into what makes wrestling so incredible, do me a favor, smash that like button, subscribe to Wrestling Impact if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell because we're bringing you the most compelling wrestling content on YouTube. This is Wrestling Impact, where every moment matters, every story gets told, and every fan gets heard. Until next time, keep watching, keep believing, and never forget, in wrestling, anything can happen, and usually does.